Ew. I don't think I would drink anything out of a girl's mouth. She'd have to be really hot.
Are there any kids
And
on
have
the
just
server?
brushed her teeth.
Well, then it's gonna be mixed with toothbrush or fucking toothpaste
you know what
and
I mean.
shit. Good hygiene, alright? That's enough.
Yeah, but do you wash your dick before you make your girlfriend suck it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like you have a girlfriend. What?
I do.
Just kidding.
She has blue hair, though.
Blue hair?
Yeah, dude.
That's fire, man.
She's known as the Smurf.
Uh-oh.
Dude, I live in a town that's... the population is 10k, alright?
Is she shaped like a Smurf?
I wish. I wish
Why,
she was
she's like 8 feet tall?
I wish.
I don't know, man. Those people that are like super tall, they end up looking really weird.
Nah,
No offense to super tall people. You ever seen Yao Ming's face?
What now?
Not the most handsome guy.
Yami?
Yao Ming.
Yao Ming.
Yeah, the basketball player.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, but he's tall as fuck, alright? That's, you know, that's not being
Exactly,
tall.
yeah.
That's he's a fucking giant.
Yeah, but he's not 8 feet tall.
Yeah, how tall is he?
It's like 7'5", I think.
Damn.
It's pretty tall.
Dude, I think 6 feet is tall as fuck, but, you know.
With your arms, you pretty much don't have to even jump to dunk.
No, isn't there like a fucking clip of him just putting the ball in?
Maybe on some shorter nets. I think they're 10-foot tall nets in the NBA, I'm not sure. I think a standard net is 9 feet, so you could probably easily dunk on that.
Yeah.
But they make them higher for the NBA because they're so tall.
I mean, all the fuckers there is above 6 feet. Is there anyone in NBA that's above, like, below 6 feet?
What's funny is how the average height has gone up so much over the years.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
It's like most sports now.
5'9", dude. I'm a dwarf.
The only
Sorry.
sport where anyone can win anymore is the UFC.
Don't really watch that.
It's dope.
Dude, I eat fucking brownies and watch hockey, right?
Dude, the UFC gets my shit going. Like when I'm really constipated, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This last event in Brazil was so good too.
I didn't watch it.
Dude, just watch the highlights. Jose Aldo Jr. Man, I can watch this shit over and over.
Just listen to the announcer say their names.
5 rounds for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. Dude, how pumped would you be if you were in that ring, though? I mean, I know it'd be scary, but...
Dude, I'd be hella fucking pumped.
Also the glory. In
dude.
this corner, weighing in at 145 pounds, your dad. What?
What?
In the other corner, your
I'm,
mom. Uh-oh. This is like
oh,
a sad
shit,
twist. Oh, your dad just TKOs your mom in like 2 seconds.
Rip, dude.
She did not see that overhand right coming. Just a real lack of ring awareness, John.
I'm not. Dude, the only
Yeah,
thing
the
I'm
fight
thinking
IQ
about
was
right
just
now is
not there
Family
today.
Feud, dude.
She was looking better in those training clips.
Damn. Yeah, Abstract, what do you think about edibles?
Like, just food in general.
Nah, the good
Like,
good
edible
food.
things. Like,
Nah,
mushrooms. What I think about mushrooms, they're pretty good.
Nah. I mean,
Carrots?
shrooms, brownies.
Carrots are pretty good. Dope. Carrots are pretty dope.
Dude, I don't like vegetables.
You ever just take a handful of flour straight?
Hello guys, what's up?
Yeah, dude, every day.
Oh man.
It's healthy.
It actually says on the bag of flour that you can't eat it raw. Who has tried that? Like, who? Why is there a warning on the side of the bag? Oh my god.
Are you talking about flower seeds?
Someone's like, oh man. Just straight flour that you bake with.
Why would you eat that?
I don't know, but somebody tried, so they had to put a warning on the side that says you have to cook flour before eating it. Someone's just like, oh, that white powder, that stuff looks so good.
I'm never gonna lie to you here, I've tried it once.
It's the purest food on earth. It's just a white powder. How could I go
Sandpaper in your
wrong?
mouth.
Just eats white powder for like years. Somebody did that. You know they did that, and that's why there's a warning on there. They did that, and then they sued the company because they're like, what? I thought flour was food. I ate flour and drank water every day.
Yeah, but it's like this old lady who sued a microwave company for, you know, she fucking put her cat in it.
No, come on, that didn't happen. You're talking
Yeah,
about that one where that lady spilled.
actually-
She put
no,
her cat in a microwave?
Yeah, and fucking turn it on, and then she said...
What was she trying to do,
wasn't-
dry it?
I don't know, maybe. And she said it was on the warning label, so she sued the company for it.
She got
that
like
sounds
half
malicious.
a million. Insane.
Come on, that sounds BS.
It is real.
It's real, it happened.
Maybe she had dementia or something.
Do not put your cat in the
Microwave,
microwave.
also a cat dryer. Doubles as a cat dryer. Somebody just put a little sticker. Oh my god. What a oven slash. Dude, I hate cats though. What can I say?
Wait, what do you got
I
against
don't hate
cats?
cats. Well, they just kind of suck. I don't hate them. They're cool.
I mean,
I
they're
just
not
would never own one.
interesting.
Yeah, I would just never own one. I would never put one in a microwave. Fuck that.
Who
And I
knows,
would
it might
I would
taste good.
definitely get mad at someone who did that. Fuck that. But
Yeah.
I don't want a cat. Plus,
Nah,
cats are
dude.
kind of dicks.
Dude, I want a chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
No, fuck that. It's not even a dog, it's a
You don't
fucking
want
rat.
a chihuahua. Yeah, it's a rat.
Dude, chihuahuas are not dogs, okay?
Anything that's got short
Don't
legs
say that, dude. Chihuahuas are the best.
and small body and just like
Dude,
the,
all
the
dogs
most
are dogs.
pointiest head.
Don't be mean to dogs. Dogs are the best creatures on earth.
Some of them are. I mean, chihuahuas, no.
Dude, chihuahuas are fire. What do you got against chihuahuas?
Everything,
The
they
rats.
don't shut up.
Nah, man. Lots of chihuahuas are super cool.
I should imagine, yeah, it's like the selected few that are alright. But
No, dude, any dog, if it's yappy, that's just its behavior. It's usually because it's not getting walked. If a dog's barking too much, it's not getting attention. Because barking
Or
is
it's
almost
just
always
raised wrong.
well, but you can fix almost all behavioral issues.
Yeah, but you know, if the owner
I
sucks
volunteer at a
wiener,
pet shelter, and there's a million cool chihuahuas that you'd love. People love chihuahuas.
I don't know that people love
Dude, they get a bad rap. They're like pit bulls. They get a bad rap.
Yeah, because they
people make them
fucking
fight
and stuff sometimes.
They
Even
do
though, yeah,
dude, pit
like,
bulls are fucking dope.
Pit
that's
bulls are the
true.
best, man. I
Like
have one right here.
a chihuahua once bit me in the nose. I have no idea how he.
It's because you probably pulled him up to your face, dog.
No, I didn't. He just jumped
How
up.
did he get to your nose?
I was like,
Yeah, okay, so you
five.
were
It
leaning
wasn't
down.
Long. No, I wasn't leaning down. He was just jumping up.
How can a chihuahua jump up to your face?
How long?
I have no fucking.
There's no way that happened.
It actually
You were
happened.
leaning
It's
down to pet a
impossible, man,
dog,
what you're
right?
talking about.
And he
No,
was
no,
hopping
I
up
was
to your
just like-
face.
It's
I was
And he
really
jumped
fucking
up
small. It,
to your
it
nose
jumped
and
up
bit
to
you.
my
Thanks,
knees,
man.
and it jumped up to my nose, and it just bit me.
What, were you like a child?
Yeah, I was.
Like an infant?
No,
Was
not
this like a
so
monster
small.
chihuahua?
Well, it
Fucking
wasn't a
giant.
small chihuahua. It wasn't like extra.
Dude, have you seen the size of most chihuahuas? They're tiny. You're talking about a dog that you could
Maybe
pick up
it was
in
not a
one
chihuahua.
arm. Yeah, maybe it wasn't a chihuahua.
Well, it looked like one.
things, you can hold a little baby Dashin in your hand. They're just tiny.
Dude, they're fucking adorable already.
I want a
so
husky.
Dude, it's cute when you go in and there's like, okay, the one thing about puppies that people don't realize though is it's like getting a baby. So many people come in and they get a puppy and they're like, oh, this is gonna be the best thing ever. It's not, okay? It's straight up like taking care of a baby that shits everywhere. It's the worst.
More or
Once they
less,
have like
yeah.
10 times the energy of a baby, like they'll run around constantly and destroy shit. You don't want a puppy.
Dude, I know what it's like. I've raised 4 hunting dogs. So
Old dogs are way better.
no, but I've raised 4 dogs. Like, you know, hunting dogs, more or less. Dutch hounds.
I hate hunting,
fucking-
bruh. Who hunts?
My mom.
Ugh. What do you need to hunt for?
Sport.
Oh, that's worse. For the sport of what? Shooting something and watching it die? Ugh.
No, shooting it, eating it.
Ugh.
Dude, it's better than fucking eating processed food.
What? How?
How? Because, okay, so...
Okay, so if you add a preservative to jam, which is a process, right? That's worse than shooting something in the face and
Nah,
slicing
dude.
its fucking
Are you
flesh off its
vegetarian? Are
body
you a
and eating it?
vegetarian, Abstract?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, no,
that's
it's-
why.
That's the reason. Yep.
Anyway.
No, okay, so basically, imagine animals being sent to slaughter in fucking in trucks, right? And they feel the smell of the fucking blood, and they get, you know, they fucking panic for
It's way
over
better to
hours
just get
on
shot in
end.
the face while you're just walking through a field. That's way better. Correct.
It is because they die
No,
instantly.
it's
or they're
not.
Fucking...
You're just making. Oh my gosh.
How is
Okay,
it
how
not
about
better?
this? Can I ask you this? Yo, if I pulled up on your family, right? I know this is a generalization, but if I pulled up on your family and was just like, you're just walking through a field, right? I'm just like, all the way from across. I'm like, well, it's better than if you were putting gas chambers in the Holocaust. Is that like
Yeah,
a good
dude. It's
argument?
fucking
It's
better.
not,
What do you
right?
mean?
At least you
It
died in a
is.
humane way. It's the same
How is it
argument
not
they
better
make
than being gassed?
because you're choosing to kill something else without its consent, right? How would you like it if something like a lion just jumped up on you and just fucking gutted you and ate you
Well,
against
that's
your
my
consent?
fault.
No, it's yeah, but you wouldn't like it, right?
No.
Okay, and we as humans can understand that other things don't like it when you kill them. So, therefore, you're not making the jump here. We could choose not to eat things that we have to kill and just eat the things that of a plant and die anyway.
I don't eat vegetables nor fruit.
Whoa. You're gonna die, bro. Those are the 2 most important food groups. Vegetables being the most important.
Dude, I eat meat.
Dude, if you could... Okay. I know this is gonna sound like me proselytizing to you, but if you just replaced half the meat that you ate in your diet with green, dark green vegetables, you'd be so much healthier.
I mean, I feel amazing, but you know.
Yeah, but okay. That's like a smoker saying, I don't feel like I have, cancer. I can't feel the lung cancer.
I mean, I
That's
don't
not
smoke.
happening. Dude, okay, eating red meat is as much of a negative to your health as smoking. It causes cancer as much. And it causes heart disease on top of cancer. And it makes you fat, which causes a bunch of other problems.
I'm far beyond fat.
You
I
can't
don't
reverse...
sport
Depends
for-
on how-
for
what
Hey,
work
did you
kind
know
of
that
meat.
humans are herbivores?
And
Would
at
that
what
surprise
level?
you? Would it surprise you to find out that humans are herbivores?
No.
You can Google that if you want. Humans are not meant to eat meat. We're also not meant to hunt. We were never meant to be a hunter species. We could have easily survived just off of agriculture.
But we didn't.
But we didn't, but we can now. That was a mistake to choose not to, right?
Well,
meat's-
we
oh,
didn't
shit,
have
hold
a
on.
choice.
Okay, let's look at it. We didn't have a choice.
Stop,
we
stop,
definitely
stop.
had a choice.
Yeah, can we
Let's
like keep
look
this
at-
conversation another time? I need to go get my brownies.
Oh damn, I'm
Ooh, I want
dead.
some
I
brownies.
just waited like 20 minutes until I could join.
Okay, can the planet afford to keep feeding us with meat resources?
No, that's definitely
No.
not.
Okay. So it's not working out. It's at least not working out. So we at least have to shift a lot of eating meat to something else, right? Like something
I think
sustainable.
like insects or something. Those
Well,
are pretty
insects,
easy
sure,
to
but
farm.
why are we going to go to others? Why don't we go to things, one, that aren't gross, and 2, that we know are sustainable and can be eaten for a long amount of time and can be constantly produced on the land? And there's some things that actually help the land Like, okay, like where corn sucks all the resources out, there's some
Banana.
plants that you can grow on land that actually increase the resources in the land. instead of
Yeah, I
sucking
know, I
them
know,
out.
but like we also
Bananas,
need other
bananas are going
foods.
extinct. Actually, that's a really important one.
Yeah, it's quite funny actually.
Yeah, like I mean,
It's
it's
because
fucking
we eat
smart.
too many bananas. Like what we need to do
I
is
fucking
eat the
hate
things that you
bananas,
can
man.
constantly regrow in like high amounts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you need to find the foods that grow fast, find the foods that produce a lot of energy for very low amount of cost, and you need to produce those foods more so than everything else. And then we'd have enough food for everybody. And that's
Yeah.
like the baseline, most
Like-
obvious shit we should do.
I like read a news article like 2 weeks ago or something about like vertical farms, and I'm so fucking interested in those things now. It's like really
What are they,
weird.
Sorry?
Vertical farms, like farms not horizontal.
I've heard
but
that
like,
that's too impractical.
yeah, it's
Like it costs so
impractical.
much to do that it ends up not being worth it. Like you add so much to the cost of the food because of setting
Yeah.
up a vertical farm, sorry, that it's not worth. You might as well just ship the produce in. Like the bigger
Oh,
problem is that we
really?
have trucks that are the bigger problem is that trucks aren't electric. Like if you could just cut out emissions of travel, then it wouldn't be a problem that you had the farms outside of cities in the first place. Like our biggest problem is that we're still shipping so many things on highways and roadways, right? And almost all of that traffic is internal combustion engines. And then the other half of that, well, a huge portion is industrial waste, and then a huge portion is just cows. Like if you stopped eating red meat in the US, stop making burgers. For miles.
Like,
And oh my
I
god,
think
it's
you
one of
get
the most
used to the
depressing.
smell.
Dude, when you drive by, like I honestly, like I used to eat meat, like no joke, I loved it. I love the taste of it. Tastes good. That's not the problem. It's when you drive by one of these feedlots, it's like the most depressing thing I've ever seen in my life. It's just so.
Well, I live in like in the Holland in the Netherlands, and it's like we have somewhat of a normal meat production, so I'm not eating those stuff.
We actually have some normal.
It's normal. What do you mean by normal?
What?
I mean, you definitely sell veal in your country, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what's it.
You definitely sell veal in your country, right?
Yeah, we do, but like, I don't live
Yeah, which means
near those.
Which means that you can slaughter a cow in its infancy, in its before its first year of life is up. And they also stunt the growth of those cows so that they're prematurely small, or sorry, unnaturally small.
Well,
Most cows are fed with hormones, even if you can. I know that some you can buy like grass-fed hormone-free beef, but even then, somebody raising a cow for like 2 years when a cow can live to like 20 years, and then like slamming a pole into its brain and just eating its carcass. Like that's what's happening, right?
well, I mean, I used to like eat like everyday meat and stuff. Like my dad and my mom really like it, but now that my mom all reads about those like articles and stuff, we only eat like 1 or 2 times a week meat, and I really
Yeah,
don't.
'cause it's just so unhealthy.
Yeah, it's also unhealthy, and not like only for myself, but also for like the whole earth and how long we can provide it. And
Like one thing that we're finding out is, remember how people were saying that fish oils were so good for you back in the day?
yeah,
A lot of that research is BS.
seriously?
Yeah, fish really isn't as good for you as we thought. The fatty acids or whatever in there are good, but you can get those from other sources that aren't fish. And eating the fish, it'd be like saying, "Here, smoke this cigarette so that you can get antibiotics from it," right? Like it doesn't. That's just a nonsensical argument. It'd be like, "Here, eat this Snickers bar that has, you know, something good for you, like iron in it," right? Well, sure, you could get that iron for something that's good for you, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like there are things like those fish oils that are like good and stuff, but it also depends on how you cook it or how you
I mean, they're
prepare
good
the
for
food.
dogs, but dogs can actually process out the excess animal oils. Like human bodies, Kate. You know what atherosclerosis is, right?
Kinda.
It's the hardening of the arteries from when plaque builds up. I'm sure you know like that process, right? Like how people get clots in their arteries.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's that process. That only happens in herbivore animals because you can't process out the excess saturated fat from eating animal products. Like if you're a wolf or something or a bear, you process all that out. You could literally eat as much saturated fat as you wanted and you'd be fine. That's why your dog, you can literally just give them raw meat, right? No big deal. As much raw meat as they want, really. And they're fine. But we can't. We eat that shit. We eat any excess of saturated fat really at all, and it starts to pool up in our bloodstream because our body can't process it, right?
Shut
Right.
the fuck up.
So yeah, I feel like that's why like a lot of people just forget that meat is basically chock full of saturated fat, and if you're going to be eating meat as a large portion of most meals, you're just going to end up with a huge surplus of that. There's no way you're not going to. There's no type of meat that's lean enough that you're not going to end up with either a surplus of fat or a surplus of, I mean, well, meat's not even that nutritious. Salt. What else is in meat? Salt, fat, and then just fiber.
Yeah, I guess.
Like
How do you
fibrous
know
muscle
all
tissue.
this stuff?
I don't know, because I'm trying. Okay, I know it sounds dumb, but like I tried to find a way where you could like eat that would like extend your life. I know that sounds silly, but like if there's a way that you could just eat foods that were healthy all the time, right? And you could live to like 110 years old, wouldn't that be worth it?
Depends on how you live until you're like 100. Like
Well,
if
I
you
mean, like, I've seen people who at like 95 can still run like marathons and shit. Not that I want to be doing that at 95.
Yeah,
but then I've seen
I
people who
get
are
what you
like
mean.
75 and they're like hunched over and they've got like their bones are like disintegrating and shit. You know what I mean? And they're like
Yeah.
dementia ridden. Not that you can prevent dementia by eating good, but I just don't want to be like a destroyed little like shriveled up human. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, I mean, my grandparents right now, they're like
And I
80,
don't want cancer.
and well, I can understand that, but like they're like 80 and still like sport like really fucking regularly, and I actually wanted, so I usually try to be healthy and stuff, and even though I'm not really that old, I still really how old I am gonna be, so I kind of get what you mean.
Okay, you always got to be like aware of what you're putting in your body. Like I know it sounds dumb, but okay, when I was a kid, when I walked by someone that was smoking cigarettes, I would hold my breath until I passed them. I know that sounds dumb, but
Well, I can understand it.
still do that. Like,
I also
exactly.
do it. It's fucking annoying. Like, I'm now
I hate
15.
people seeing people smoking and they're like, "Oh, I get to choose if you have smoke in your lungs." I'm like, "No, you what?"
No, if I run past you, I still get smoke in my lungs if I
I
don't
want to
hold
be
my
like,
breath.
dude, can you go smoke somewhere where I don't have to fucking see you or breathe your air?
Well, yeah, I
know that's
agree.
dickish, though.
Like,
So I
I
just
go
hold
with
my
the
breath
bus
instead.
and with the train and bus to school, and it's pretty fucked because all the people smoke there. It's so annoying.
Yeah, with kids, okay, if I saw a kid, oh my gosh. I hate when people smoke cigarettes around children.
That's
That
like
shit
the worst. I
infuriates
mean,
Not my brownies.
Dude, did you know that, okay, people can smoke, there's people who smoke so much around their kids that their kids go deaf because the nicotine, like, builds up in their ears. The tobacco smoke literally
Hey,
builds
how
up
long are you
in
on
their
the
ears so they
right now?
can't hear.
Like, each day or like
named the
8
condition.
hours.
That shit pisses me off, dude.
yeah, I mean, I get it. In our school, I'm like 15, and like, even though like weed isn't legal at our age, like, I mean, I know 25% of the people I know just smoke weed like pretty regular.
Oh, you live in
regular.
Holland,
Weed's
then.
great, bro.
You live in
Weed's
Holland?
great.
But after they like
Weed's
smoke
great,
weed,
but it's not great for your health.
no,
I mean,
I'm-
it's not
I'm
bad for you
exactly.
either.
It's
With it.
okay, how do you smoke it?
It is not good for your health unless you're
Do you-
over the age of 21.
No,
When
do
your
you...
bro- when
tw-
your brain
no,
is
it has nothing to do with
fully
age. It has,
developed.
yeah, brain fully developed, which
Yeah.
is 25 for most people, if not older.
25 to 24, I guess. That's what I was
Well,
told, at
people,
least.
we've learned that you can develop up to the age of like 32 even.
Seriously? That high?
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyway,
I mean,
we don't really know.
that's when they're late bloomers.
Also,
That's
I mean,
one-
weed's good, but it depends on how you do. If you vaporize or if you do edibles, you're getting very little of the negative effects. But if you smoke through like a
Yeah.
bong or smoke joints, you're definitely
What's-
gonna get
what's-
negative
what's
effects.
the,
the negative
will
effect?
kick in.
Let's do some space cake, boys.
Yeah, dude, brownies.
You're too young to even know what a space cake is. No offense.
Like you shouldn't know, except
Yeah,
me.
you should
I'm,
not know.
I'm turning 15, so I'm pretty sure that I shouldn't know
Alright,
either, but
tell
fuck
me
it.
why you sound like that guy out of Fitz's videos. What's
Fuck
fucking...
Mini raccoon eggs.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you sound
Alright,
just
He's using
like
that
him.
voice changer. That's why.
Fuck you, cunt. Either
You
I'm
actually
using a
sound like
voice
Raccoon X.
changer or I just sound like him. Make up your goddamn mind.
You sound like my
Alright,
stepdad now
so-
because you're yelling at me.
Spectacles was in the server like 3 days ago.
Yeet. You want that? No, I didn't fucking think so.
Every
You
server.
need to make your voice like a little bit lower.
A little bit deeper like this.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Alright.
Remember the time when Leafy was a thing?
Days.
I can't
No, I
believe you
mean,
just
like, when
stopped
it was a
making
real
videos.
thing.
It's so weird.
When he was really just really bad.
Why would you take a
surfing and
roast? He didn't have to
trash
take that
talking
roast that seriously, man.
Why did he actually start?
Who takes a
Because,
roast that serious?
it's because, you know, fucking demonetization kicked in and he was
No,
getting
iDubbbz.
subs.
The iDubbbz video for sure.
No,
Yeah,
the
and people
iDubbbz
started
video,
bullying
he
him
kept
for being a
going
bully.
after the iDubbbz video, but
Nah. He was losing subs at that point, though. Once you're on the
no,
negative.
that's because fucking
He was going from
Adpocalypse
growing-
and everything was like fucking up for him because the YouTube algorithm was really fucking him over, making everything age restricted on his channel. So every child that's under 13, which is basically all of his statistics, won't be able to see
Because
his
he's
videos.
Carlos like YouTube.
What's funny though is most kids don't have accounts under 13. Like,
But
it's
they-
weird when
Yeah.
they use those
I mean,
age statistics.
seriously, who gets
Who
an
puts their
account
real age?
and marks himself as under 13 or underage in general?
I'm 23. I'm 23 on my account.
Yeah, I mean when I was 12, I was smart enough to just say I'm 18.
When I was
when I was like 12, bro,
11,
my
when
accounts, I
got
was
this
like-
account, when I got this account or got the account, my Google account, I was marked as 19 years old or 20. I was actually 20.
This is like, you know, when you were like 12 and you made an account and you just put you were like 18 plus and you're like, I'm a fucking hacker now.
No.
Yeah, pedos don't come after you as well.
That was
Exactly.
so dumb that you could even do that.
Omegle.
Yeah, I mean, like, who would
Yeah,
put
they're
their
gonna check
fucking,
it.
who would put their goddamn ID on Google to
I
make
would.
sure that they're fucking over 18 or put their credit card information on there?
They just
Like,
put a
hell
picture of
no,
their
who the
passport.
fuck would do that?
You know, okay. If you're
It's
gonna
like
go to
every
the club
porn
and pick up
site
a chick,
ever.
right? Yo, dog, if you're gonna go to the club and pick up a chick, are you actually supposed to ask for their ID? Like,
Yeah.
and if you ask for their ID, are you supposed to be able to tell what's a fake ID and what's not a fake ID? Like, I need to know that.
Any
I mean-
holes a goal.
Like, it's not,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
just
you kinda need to, yes.
like, and I
13,
hate,
so
I hate when
probably
people
have
say,
one.
I hate when people say, like, oh, look at the girl, dude. There were girls who were like, when I was 16, that looked like they were
14,
26. There are girls now that look like who are like 27 who look like they're 15. Like that
There
kind
are
of
gir-
shit.
no,
that
no, there are
argument is
girls that are
retarded.
13 that look 26.
I don't know about that. There's girls that
Yeah,
are 13
yeah,
that
there's
look
2-year-old
18
kids
for
who
sure.
look
He knows from experience.
Oh
I'm just
yeah,
saying,
but
like,
except I'm 15, so I didn't get arrested.
Oh,
Dude, sometimes the way those things are looked at is so just one directional.
like if you're a
One
man, make
directional.
sure
I
you're
don't
fair
follow
rapist.
boys.
Listen to that boy. I don't listen to that boy
There's no
band.
blame on somebody who's going to a club with a fake ID.
Believe me, because I'm that tall.
Yeah, you don't
Same.
sound
If you
15.
would've
I'm just
told me,
saying,
like,
okay.
if you would have told me that you were like 21, I would have believed you. And I'm like,
How old do you think I
fuck
am?
yeah, I'm going to a club tomorrow.
How old do you think I am?
Around like 18, maybe
Clubs
20.
are lame. Honestly, clubs.
Like, I always say, like, I'm around, like, 21.
You're 12.
Okay, so my point here is that you can't really tell what age somebody is by their voice, because if they sound old, they could be 18 or above, because that shit sort of happens. But if they're like, if they don't have a fully developed voice, fuck, I can't speak today, then they might be under, 15 maybe, or like under 16 if they're late. So there's a big difference between, like, because if their voice sounds fully formed, then they might be 18 or, to maybe like 50, because seriously, that can happen. But, if they're older, then, well, sucks.
Yeah, everyone thinks that I am 18 or older.
Yeah, how old are you?
15.
I mean, that makes sense by your name, Free Goat Sex. Yeah, I wouldn't take that offer.
No, it's uncanny how much you sound like him. You don't understand.
But I take charge for 5 hours.
Sometimes, no matter how low the price is, it's not a good deal.
Sometimes, no matter how not expensive it is, you should do it anyway, because fuck it.
Wait, what are we talking about here?
Free goat sex.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, if it's free, I mean,
Man, you know
it's
what's
free.
an insane deal right now? Dude, 1 terabyte SSDs from SanDisk just went down to like $112.
Oh shit, I need to buy myself some of that shit.
I might have to buy one of them as well. But I'm in the UK, so...
How many, do you have any gigabytes of that, of us?
It's 1,500 gigabytes for a terabyte, which is crazy because I thought it was only 1,000, but if I upgrade, I'm getting literally 6 times as much space as I have right now with my 250
I have
gigabyte.
2 terabytes, I have 2.5 terabytes.
I have
on your HDD?
128.
Yeah, I have 2 terabytes on my HDD and I have a 500 SSD.
Nice.
So what do you think about 21 Savage being British?
Oh, that is
What?
so
Who cares?
fucked. I'm like, I couldn't care
Well, he
less,
was
but
only
if he gets
from
like...
Britain, but he was... I mean, he lived in Atlanta for a while.
I mean, yeah, but, he could get evicted.
Could get deported.
Yeah, sorry, fucking, I'm not American.
It's just a kind of fucking political play, man. They're just trying to be like, oh, look, we can get any celebrity.
I mean,
look, we can deport anybody.
Stunt.
Goodbye, we don't want you anymore.
Look, I can kick out anyone, says Trump. Kicking out 21 Savage. Take that.
You see that guy
Look,
that
I
tried to
saw
cook
Who
the
us?
says I have
Texas
great
1 by
relations
1.
with the blacks, kicks out 21 Savage?
Right when he drops a new hit song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot. How many N-words I've shot?
Dude, it's funny
a
though,
lot.
kids.
How many of them have died? A lot. Deport him. We don't want him.
Dude, it's funny to me how people got all on K. I don't like Trump, but people got on his ass for getting that like fast food for that like sports team or whatever. Dude, the guy legitimately loves fast food.
He loves
it's like
fast food, but he's like really fucking rich for some reason. I mean, if I were rich,
okay, wouldn't it be more out of touch if he got them like fucking, I don't know, like roast duck or something, like some like ridiculously fancy meal, like hors d'oeuvre?
I mean,
isn't it more like down to earth and in touch to be like, hey, I just got like a bunch of my favorite fast food. You want to just like eat fast food? I thought that was in touch.
Yeah, I get that totally,
I don't
but
like Trump, but that was a fine move.
That's
like the cool
fair.
dad after hockey practice, man.
That is facts. Cool dad after hockey
Hey,
after a hockey game.
Pizza and root beer? Yeah.
I don't like root beer. I don't like
What'd
root
you
beer.
say? You don't like root beer?
No, it's fucking disgusting.
Bro, you got it. There's so many different types of root beer. You probably just had the bad, like cheap kind.
Oh yeah, I probably did,
I'm
to be
from the
honest.
UK. I'm from the UK. We have like one kind.
Oh, there's
We
your
don't
problem,
we
man.
don't have any kinds over here in
It's
Iceland.
an original beverage made from sarsaparilla. Okay.
It tastes like
Sarsaparilla?
It's like it's like how you can make cola a million different ways, but people just think of cola as Coca-Cola.
Right,
I
yeah,
mean,
but
yeah,
listen,
but
when I
once you say
tried it,
Coke, it could be either cocaine or Coca-Cola. So.
Yeah.
Or
we all like the
Sprite.
first one.
Sprite is just a lemon lime beverage. There's so many different lemon lime sodas.
Oh
when you
yeah.
said Sprite, like when you say lemonade,
okay, so
someone
name
doesn't think of
every single brand.
Well, lemonade isn't lemon lime soda.
Okay, so there's Sprite, and then there's
7-Up.
oh, that's fair. 7-Up, yeah. What else?
I mean, there's just straight like off-brand lemon lime
Yeah.
soda.
Yeah, I've actually tasted something that tasted
Dude, has
exactly
anyone
like
ever had
Sprite.
Five Alive? Oh, I missed that shit.
That shit's good.
I know what you're talking about.
That
The
shit is
off-brand
good.
for Sprite. Yeah.
It's so
fuck,
sugary,
forget
but
what
I
the
miss
name
it.
is for it.
No, Five
It's
Alive.
just exactly like
Listen.
fucking Sprite though.
Yeah, Five Alive was the fire.
Yeah, bro. Oh, let's think of some
I'm
old shit.
probably
That's
too
just...
young to get this.
Dude, they used to have this soda called
Yep.
Tahitian Treat.
Me too.
My god. Dude, no one's ever heard of that one.
I never have.
Dude, I
Oh,
saw a
bro,
thing
when
of
you
it.
got
There's a
when you got fucking juice barrels for your birthday, that shit was pretty fucking lit.
Juice
Dude, I saw a
barrels?
flat of it on
These
eBay or
literal
something.
barrels
Tahitian
full
Treat.
of juice and
For
one
like
straw.
26 bucks.
Barrels or something
It's like
that.
dude, it's like fucking barrels with like a straw filled with juice and just a paper note that says enjoy.
Would you pay $2 a can for soda that you can't get anymore? Seems expensive.
Yes.
Wow.
Of course.
If it's good, then yeah, but if it's not, then no.
Right?
I
That's what
would
I'm worried
love
about.
to
That it's
buy
gonna be
some
ass.
fucking
That it's gonna
Crystal
taste like
Pepsi
super
from,
old and shit.
1980.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
really
like
moldy.
if it's
Dude,
not
if I
being
can't
made
drink it
anymore,
and it
then
tastes
no.
like it used to, then no, I don't want it. I want
If
it to be like just expensive and good.
Because like if it's not being made anymore, I definitely wouldn't
Right?
because you know
Dude, I'm
it'd
gonna
be
go
like
look up the
old
price
as
right now.
shit, and then it wouldn't taste as good. But if it's $2, I'll try it.
Dude, so few places had this soda too. Whenever I went somewhere, I'd be like, "Do you have this?" They'd be like, "Nah, we don't have tea." What
So
the
may
fuck
I
is
ask how
Tahitian
this
Treat?
conversation led to soda?
Tahitian treat. I mean, like, yeah. How
It's
did,
just such a
how
weird
did
name.
21
It's something that
Savage
doesn't
getting
catch on, right?
deported
We were
turn
talking
into
about, we were talking
Tahitian
about underage
treat?
girls, and now we're
No, we were
about
talking
soda.
about how sodas were like not what they're like. How Coca-Cola is not just cola. Like there's other colas and shit.
but before-
And you were talking about how
before
you
that-
don't like root beer.
Yeah, we were talking about how
Yo,
girls that are
I'll take
underage.
beer with a side of root, please.
Yeah, I'll take a
A
root in my
side
beer
of
thing.
one tree root.
Hey, do you want a
one
beer?
tree
I'll
root.
take one of those root beers. Do you have one of those? Oh god.
Is it like
Yeah,
is
I'll
it
take it
like
on the
a
rocks,
tree
please.
root? Do
The
you just
girl that
cut
was
a
next to
root
you
of a
just
tree?
walks away.
Do you just cut
Oh,
a root of a tree and then put
actually-
that in water and
Can I
then you
get a
know?
list of
Yo,
your finest root
so
beers, my good sir?
Listen,
Oh my
I was
god.
at this fucking restaurant, and the table next
Kill
to
me,
me,
dude.
there's this really fucking hot chick, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I gotta do something
you
to
shat
impress
your
her,
pants.
like impress the fuck out of her. The
All right.
waiter comes up and says, "What would you like to drink?" I was like, "I'll take water on the rocks." Dude, I fucking smashed her the next day, dude. It was so easy.
On
I
the
bet, dude.
rocks, bro.
Real story.
On the nuts.
That was a real story.
It actually was. Not even joking, bro.
Seriously, I'm gonna do that
Tuxedo
once
and all, and
once I
she
go
just
to
fucking
America
dug that
again. I'm
shit.
doing that. I'll have your finest water on the rocks.
What the fuck does that even mean?
No idea.
Oh man. Okay, so like
just
let's
works.
say you order a whiskey, you're like, I'll take a whiskey on the rocks. Like I'll take a brandy on the rocks. Like I'll take
what
water
does
on
that
the
shit
rocks.
mean?
Like shit like that.
It's just a
What's the
fancy
most
way of just give me
inappropriate
a
thing a girl
fucking
has
beer
ever
or I
said to
kill
you
you.
that you weren't expecting?
Your dick's too big.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, but like it actually happened though.
Something
100%.
I'm
Probably-
expecting from my first time because I'm only 15 is your dick is way too fucking big. What the fuck?
Literally though. Same with me.
I have an 8-inch, bro.
No. The quote unquote, ow, it hurt. I was just like I'm not gonna be able to please a woman in my life. It's too fucking big.
Don't you just love when you get that text message? Yo, you made me bleed on not even on my fucking period.
Oh yeah, you
ripped
gave
my
me a new hole
intestines out.
between my asshole.
I think
and
you
my
guys have
vagina.
problems. Okay, I feel like you have some problems.
Yeah, it's
I
called
do. Please help.
it's called compulsive lying.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah,
Eight incher, bro.
My dick's
All right,
too
dude.
big. I got
I
like
asked you if
20
you wanted
inches.
fries with that.
Compulsive lying, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, I swear I've got an 8-incher. All right, bro. Jeez.
An
I swear, it's not
8-incher
3.
flaccid.
Jeez, calm down, dude. I'll
Imagine
show
after
you
the
my
first
dick.
time, having your
13
girlfriend
inches. 13
Alright, someone hop on
inches.
FaceTime, let's go.
fucking.
You
Who
know what
wants to see it?
surf stands for?
Bro,
It's
prove
such
me that your
underrated
dick's
fun.
that big, okay? If you can't show me your dick right now,
This is
Hold
the best
on.
server I've ever
I have
came
an
on.
8-inch.
If you can't whip out your dick
flaccid,
to
and I
prove
have
that
a
it's 8 inches,
13-inch
I mean-
erect.
you
You
can't
can't
show
even get that
wrong.
shit at Subway,
Yo,
You're pretty
bro.
much
so
lying, bro.
if my girlfriend tells me to send a pic of like my dick next to a ruler, what do I do if the ruler is too small?
You should stop lying.
No,
Get
it's
a,
a ruler.
get a
It's
microscope,
30.
bro.
Calm the
Dude,
fuck
just
down,
get a
holy
microscope.
shit.
Jeez.
It's a
This kid
foot-long
is like,
ruler. It's
no,
like,
no lies, no false truths.
Sorry, it's a
I
joke.
need
Chill the
complete
fuck.
facts.
I need.
Dude, oh my
absolute
god.
proof.
Alright, I will give you 100% proof. I will send you right now via email
You're annoying
the
me,
picture
Jojo,
of me
'cause you're trying to
sticking my
talk over
dick
people?
right in your mom's butt because, dude, her clit was just, it was kind of wrinkly and old.
Yeah, I'm sure you traveled
Fire.
all
That
the way
felt
to
more
the UK.
enjoyable.
I'm sure you traveled
Fire.
all the way to England just to fuck my
Nah,
mum.
legit,
have you
I can
guys
send
seen
the
that picture of Hillary
Let's go, let's
Clinton with
go.
like a
Alright,
young
dude, let me get
actress,
it up.
and they have like these things like these bagels where one is really tight and the other's
I mean,
very
we made a
loose.
video, so you can just look it up on YouTube. I mean, Pornhub.
Yeah, send me a link, bro.
We just made a video. You
To
can look it
arguing
up on
about
YouTube.
vegetarianism or
Pornhub.
politics. Let's talk about that shit.
Yo, I have a YouTube channel. I
Hillary
upload
Clinton's
on
pretty dope,
like,
am I right,
Pornhub.
guys?
Do you upload?
Like,
I upload
Pokemon
on
Go to the
both.
polls, guys. Am I right?
Pokemon, that doesn't work. Please stop.
Let's Pokemon Go to the polls next year and vote for Hillary Clinton. Am I right?
Hillary
Is
Clinton.
Pokemon Go still a thing in like America?
No.
I mean,
do
for
people
some
still
people
play
here
that?
in Iceland, people still play it.
It's just completely dead in the UK.
I mean, here in Iceland, there's like three people. There's like a full three people.
Is this a European server?
I don't even know.
I don't think it is.
So, someone sent me the IP. I wanna add this to my favorites. This is great.
You just go into your history, you'll find it.
Okay, there you go, buddy.
Yeah, go to your history.
I
There's
don't
the
want too
link.
much people to
Don't
like
click
find
on
the server anymore.
That is the link.
Inappropriate.
It should be the second one, I'm pretty sure. I
Inappropriate.
didn't really know which one your mom was, but you know.
Does that say dogvision.com?
Yo, has anyone here ever played Realm Royale?
What
No,
the fuck is that? What the fuck?
It's like Fortnite with horses. It's fucked.
It's actually so fun though.
So fucking cursed. What the fuck?
I know, right?
I
dude?
feel
When
like that's
saw that
actually
shit, I
you as
fucking
well.
Almost died.
I fucking feel like that's actually you at the same time.
Why did he go outside at the end?
What? I didn't even watch the
Skip to the
video,
end.
guys.
They
You
are
guys
on the
fucking,
front
like,
porch.
Hardcore watching that shit.
What
But I
the
just
fuck
watched
is
that
that
whole
video,
video.
man? That's just ugly.
Nigga, I just literally popped the first GILF video I had, so...
Ew, man. He had that shit bookmarked and everything.
I know, I legit looked up a very old GILF. I just went from there.
Dude, can you
He
imagine
just
being that
typed in
old and
my
being in
auntie.
porn though?
Why
That's
did
just
they
depressing.
go outside in the end? Someone on a
When
Discord
you're
server
that old and you're
2019.
doing porn, that's when you just like haven't
There's just
gotten
nothing
anything
left,
in life
yeah.
correct.
You went nowhere in life, unfortunately.
Literally,
I
you're
mean-
going nowhere in life, and that's your last resort.
I
Right?
wouldn't
Like,
mind
for
being,
real.
like,
That's sad.
82.
That's actually
Oh,
sad
man.
though.
Dude, you know what's even sadder
feel
is
bad
like
for
the
18-year-olds,
guys
too, that
that'll
are in
pay
that.
heavy
Dude, you gotta
obese women to have sex with them. It's
Well,
like,
sure,
dude,
but
I'd pay
I
for
almost
it
feel
like a
worse.
skinny chick.
Dude, I almost
She
feel
can like
worse for the
whale
hot
it around,
18-year-olds.
like fucking whip her.
Dude,
No,
being a
not
guy who's
actually
over,
whip her.
like,
I mean, like fucking whip her around like a fucking rope, and you're about to lasso somebody, like shit like that, dude.
I'm much older than 18 now, and I realize now how young being 18 is, and how somebody shouldn't be offered. Like, you shouldn't be able to take that option as a hot chick, of like taking $2,000 to fuck some guy. That should not be an option out there.
I'm
mean,
talking
there's
like
too many
chicks
people that are-
do, like,
Because there's too many people
500 grand,
influenced.
dude.
Dude, but there's too many people influenced by like
Influenced by porn.
no, they're influenced by the fact that they need money, and like a society where they don't have other options. You know, like not everyone. I don't.
Aren't born
What's the-
rich.
Not everyone's born with the ability to be good in school, or with like
Not
you know the
everyone's
drive to do good
born-
in school, or the drive to do good at work. But that doesn't
Everybody
mean
isn't
necessarily
born to
that
be
they should
able
in
to.
porn, right?
Everybody
Well, what else
isn't
would you
born
have to do?
equally financially stable, which
Honestly,
means
I wouldn't mind a hot ass
I
girl
would-
or serving me burgers at McDonald's,
Don't be a porn star,
Well, no,
be a
I
drug
would.
dealer.
It's not even that. I would just say like.
and then literally
Welcome
like,
to
hey, hey, I'll give you
McDonald's.
$100
Like
if you
if
jump out the window and suck
if
my
someone needs $2,000 that badly that they're willing to like take a random dick, then they probably should just get $2,000 from somewhere. They probably shouldn't have to take a dick to get that money. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
where
Whereas
are
if
they gonna
someone's
get it from?
choosing to be a porn star, like to make millions of dollars, I get that more. But I feel like most of porn is exploitation, and there's a very small percentage that's like actual like professionals doing like a job, what you could call like a career.
So what you're
Porn
saying
stars.
is we should chop off every male's dick so porn cannot be a thing?
Yeah,
saying, like,
Johnny
yeah.
Sins,
that sounds
Johnny
what I'm
Sins
saying.
especially.
I'll be right back. I'm actually
No,
gonna
I
go
think-
do that right now.
Yeah,
Relax, dog. No one's saying that. But I think most men like to ignore the fact that porn is exploitative.
Oh my god, it hurts!
I mean, yeah, I do because I'm 15 and I'm trying to avoid everything that is bad in this world. Please just
but
let my
if
life be
everybody,
happy.
If everybody ignores things that's bad, that's kind of how we got in the situation that we're in now, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like
I mean,
prostitution
like,
has been around for
well, the thing is,
literally centuries.
Well, I know, but prostitution is something different, right?
Prostitution
Yeah,
has
you
been
can look it up
around since
online,
the
bro.
wild fucking
That's
west.
a job, right? You can make a career, more of I know that sounds bad, but you can
But
make
it's
more
like
of a career out
it's
of prostitution.
illegal though.
But it shouldn't
Except
be.
not-
It
except
definitely
like-
shouldn't
I'd
be.
probably have better chances
Here in
working at
Iceland,
fucking
buying
Wendy's than I would
prostitution-
getting fucked by a black man.
Buying
If porn's
like,
legal, prostitution should be legal, in my opinion.
dude, prostitution
Sorry,
here in
did you
Iceland
just say
is
porn
illegal to sell.
Illegal?
No, I said if porn's legal, prostitution should be legal.
Just gonna search that up.
It's not
Is
legal everywhere.
porn legal?
Yes,
yes, it
okay,
is.
okay, hold on. If you're telling somebody that you want to have sex with them, that's consent. That's not like what are you talking about?
What? What are you talking
I
about?
don't know where
Okay,
you're
listen,
going with this
listen.
conversation, but I
What
don't
are
want to
you-
know.
You
What are
can't
arguing? What's the
say that
position
it's
you're
illegal.
arguing?
You can't say that
No,
it's
nobody
illegal
said
if
it
there's
was illegal. Are you
consent.
trying to troll? Like nobody said it's illegal.
What the fuck is this?
Some gay ass shit, I
He said
believe, before you
prostitution was
get
illegal.
sucked into it like I
In
did.
some places it is illegal, and it's illegal
Oh, yeah, no,
because
some places, but like other
people
than
are
that, we have
exploited,
consent, so
right?
that
It's
kind of like
more so. It's
overavoids.
more so because it's very hard to prove in some situations that the
Yeah.
person is being exploited, so it's easier to just make the practice illegal, right?
But then anybody that's actually like getting into the practice will say, nope, it's just consensual sex, and bam, they're free to go.
Well, that's why you need to have regulations where people who are going to be prostitutes have to like, I don't know, go to the doctor often, and they have to have like, I don't know, a therapist
oh,
or
you
something,
mean like
right, to deal
literally
with that.
making it a like full-time job?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it should also, but
Like,
you should
in
work
the
for like,
books,
I hate to be like, you
like-
should work for a company, a
Who
prostitute
is the
company.
most paying
But that's,
businessman? Oh,
but
it
that's,
seems to be,
that would be
Dick
much better. It should be like a
Charles in the Pornhub
union, right?
industry.
It should be like a union, right? At least.
Yo, wait, what?
Fucking this
Wait,
conversation is weird as fuck.
What if being a porn star be like the best paying job in the world?
What?
If you're a
Because
woman,
you're getting
then
paid
yeah. If you're a
millions to
woman,
do
then
shit.
yes. But if
Yeah,
you're
but it's
a
not what
man,
you're
then
doing,
not
it's
so
easy,
much.
And a lot of the times, it's a lot like more
What do you
painful than
mean
people.
It's not easy,
Okay,
dude.
see,
I'm
I feel
sorry,
like
if
you're a
you have
virgin.
trouble
I
sticking
feel
a
like
dick in somebody. That's
no, I
your
feel like
problem.
I feel like you're a virgin saying that shit though, dog.
Oh my god,
Dude, have you ever watched hardcore porn before?
Dude,
I
yeah,
mean, most
that's
of
all
the
I watch.
hardcore porn videos that I've watched have in the beginning someone that's actually like giving consent about this whole
no,
thing.
I mean, what I'm saying with that is that have you ever watched how hard some of these people have sex? Like, there's no
Oh
way that
yeah,
these sex acts are
have you seen
comfortable a lot
the
of times.
have you
There's no
seen
way
the
a lot of these
sexually
things-
destroyed videos?
Jesus Christ! No, well, like I've
Like
seen clips
asshole
and shit
getting
before.
destroyed,
Yeah,
bleeding
have you
at
seen like
end.
the videos that are just like
my God, no,
literal
what?
like
Bleeding?
montages of sexually destroyed? My mom's gonna
Dude,
hear that
I'm
and she's gonna be
sorry,
really
if the chick
pissed.
told me to do
What's up,
anal on her,
guys?
I wouldn't do it. That shit's just grody. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't want
anal,
shit on my
but,
dick.
okay, it's all about. You gotta be slow. You gotta be like careful, man. You can't just like hammer into that thing. Like sometimes I watch porn, and I'm just like wincing for the chick.
Yeah.
I just joined in. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, welcome. We're talking about porn.
Dude, can you imagine? Oh,
And
anyways.
this
Oh, that's
all
right,
came
then.
from this all came from fucking Sprite soda.
Wait, what?
This whole conversation started
It
from
is
Sprite soda.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. How did that get to that?
No, bro.
This is a prime example of how shit can change for the worse. I'm gonna
Yep.
put this. I will put this in my video, and I'm sorry, but I'm putting this in my video, sort of
I
like
said
a.
Oh, you have a
Consent,
YouTube channel.
dog.
I'm a
No,
subscriber,
no, I won't put you in the video. Don't worry.
How can you
But
put
it's
anyone
like
else in
how
without
a
putting me in?
conversation-
What?
No, it's not gonna be like
Bro,
the whole
what's your
thing.
YouTube channel? I want to subscribe.
My
I
goddamn
said I don't
name.
give consent. Remember?
Oh,
you can't
okay,
do
never
that.
mind.
Surf
Listen, I'm
literally
not putting
means
bro.
fuck me, man.
Homie. Don't do it.